Hello, how's it going everyone? My name's DaviDustin and welcome to another episode of the Crack Palace Minecraft server. As you can see, I decided to start this episode in a little bit of a different way. Instead of the usual intro, I decided to input this time lapse of me just finally completing this gate entrance with all the quartz blocks possible. I am completely broke now. Had to spend all my diamonds to buy this quartz from a few retailers on our server, as well as had to spend my emeralds getting all these quartz blocks from my dear friend, the stone mason, which I still haven't named, by the way. That needs to be worked on. But I also wanted to do a little bit of a different thing in this episode. I wanted to create a... one second, I'm going to get there. It takes a while. I wanted to... Wait a minute, is there no... Oh, there's no slabs here. Okay, I'll need to work on this. Yes, I will be needing to put some slabs over here. But yes, I definitely wanted to make another time lapse of me creating a bridge over here, because we're going to be connecting the two bases, my base and Wolf's base. But unfortunately, I won't be able to do a time lapse on it just because, well, let me show you. Okay, so I've loaded up the world, our Minecraft multiplayer world, in a single player world, basically a copy, and this is what I'm trying to build in this area. I mean, it looks like a simple bridge from the top, but once you go on the side, you can see how complicated and detailed it gets. And because of how complicated and detailed it gets, especially because it's on a diagonal and not on a straight line, this would be quite complicated to run a time lapse on. So, because I will need to have this window open and then build at the same time on a different window, so that will create a little bit of a complication. So I decided to just leave this and build this whole thing off camera, especially the fact that I will need to collect all of these materials and all this spruce wood and blackstone, which will take me some time. I do definitely have all the stone, but the spruce will take me some time. But this is what it's going to look like. This is the connection between the two, you can say, kingdoms, between mine and Wolf's kingdoms. But yeah, that's how the bridge is going to look like, and hopefully by the next episode this bridge will be done. Going back to our world, our multiplayer world, there's a few issues that I absolutely have to address, and that is my total shortage of diamonds. As you know, Mr. DaviDustin, wait, why am I looking at the back of my head? Mr. Big Papa D DaviDustin usually likes to spend his diamonds at the shopping district instead of just doing things on his own and crafting things. So I've been spending all my diamonds on rockets and other blocks instead of actually going to mine them, because I'm a busy person. I don't have all the time in the world to spend on Minecraft. Unfortunately, I would very much love to. But yeah, I have to spend all my diamonds at the shopping district to collect not loots and other stuff, collect materials a lot faster, and I'm at a deficit right now. I just realized that I may be one of the poorest members of this server, and that's not okay because I'm the server owner. So we got to do something about that. I started off with, is that even here? Yes, I started off with, hold on. Let me first of all head on over to, wait, actually, let me sleep first, because it's about to be dark, and I also should craft myself some more rockets before I embark on my journey. Should craft rockets and not buy rockets, because I have all the materials, but I always end up wasting my diamonds instead. Oh, hello there. Do you want to come out? Yes, good creeper. Do not explode. Ha ha ha. You stupid. Okay. Alright, so as I was saying, you may be wondering what are all these yellow blocks spread out throughout the whole server here. Well, that is me mapping out the roads of the whole server for some people to help me build. Well, especially Erebus. Erebus is going to be helping with the roads construction. I do make some of them here and there. For example, I did make somewhat of a road leading from the spawn area all the way to the spawn village, right over there. I'll just come closer to it here. Also decided to add a little bit of a small, sneaky little mine with that creeper, with that creeper over there. But as you can see, I decided to add a minecart with TNT and use red candles as individual TNT bombs, TNT chargers. They do look like small little bombs. So I decided to use these candles there that way. Speaking of, yeah, so as I was saying, created this road here, and this other road is going to be leading towards the stores district, etc. So, what has been happening on the server, and why am I in a diamond deficit, and how am I going to fix this exactly? Well, Erebus and I were talking, and I'll show you in a second what I mean by he's creating a library where he's going to be storing a lot of books at his new base. Also, speaking of the new base for Erebus, he also started to work on the roads, just like I marked. As you can see, there's a little quarry here. There's more roads. Yeah, all looks very pretty, very nice, leading up to his main city right here. But his main base is currently being built right over there. Quite the mega build. I'm just gonna stop by because I'm actually curious to see the progress. Very interesting. Ow. This looks very cool. Now, if I remember correctly, he's supposed to have a large library here. This is going to be his big library, and he asked people on the server to submit player-written books for his library, so he can have some nice books to read for people in case they decide to visit his library. These books, from what I understand, are later going to be stored in his museum, but for the time being, they're going to be in that library. So he did ask for people to create books and write books for him. And for which he will reward people with diamonds. So since I am at a very significant diamond deficit, I decided to participate and write a book out of my own. And there it is. It's called The Book of Genesis by DaviDustin. Basically, for those of you who actually followed the server and my personal playthrough on Minecraft servers, you will know that this is not the first world that we played on. We actually had a different world before this one, before I took over. And this book actually talks about that world and the creation of that world and the story behind the creation of that world. So if we were to read this book over here, the Book of Genesis, you will understand what I'm talking about. And actually, for the reading of this book, it's a pretty short book, only 8 pages long. I am actually going to let the voice of Gandalf himself, Erebus, take over this for the reading of this book.
The Book of Genesis. From a dream came a wish. From a wish came an idea. The idea gave birth to a society, uniting minds that shared the same idea. From the society emerged a leader, young and unknowing, but determined and headstrong. The leader had a vision to create a world where like-minded beings can live in eternal harmony and have no fear. A safe place to build, explore, trade and rejoice. The leader had many followers, but one was truly devout. While younger than the leader, the follower was much more knowledgeable, and without an ounce of hesitation offered his full existence to the leader, to serve and aid in any and all ventures. Most importantly, create and maintain the world from the leader's vision. With all responsibilities handled by his most devout follower, the leader was able to step into a newly created world for the very first time. A small field surrounded by forest, with a shallow beach falling into the deep ocean. This is where it all began. Following a small path along the shoreline, the leader discovered what would be known as the very first settlement of this united society. There lay a fairly intact abandoned ship in the middle of a bay, appearing to have hit shallow waters. The ship, which the followers proclaimed as their new collective home, would be redesigned and remodeled to accommodate any and all who chose to join the United Society, and allow them to embark onto many breathtaking journeys this spectacular new world. The rest is history.
Alright, now that we're done with the book, big shout out to Erebus for helping me out with this, for sending me the voice audio file of this book. I'm going to go back to my base. So the thing is, the book creation is pretty difficult to do, and 8 pages is only the bare minimum number of pages that a book is supposed to have to get a significant amount of diamonds, because Erebus is paying between 1 to 5 diamonds per book. So my book is not really great because it's very short, and getting a lot of diamonds out of a book like that isn't something possible. But he did offer me a different job which will pay me a good amount of diamonds, which I'm assuming he already left in my little mailbox here. Yes. So the first 3 diamonds were for my book that I wrote for him, the Book of Genesis. So I'm going to grab these 3 diamonds to myself, and the rest 40 diamonds are for something that I will need to deliver to Erebus, and that will be a chest full of gravel and a chest full of sand. It's 40 diamonds, so basically 20 diamonds per chest. I think it's pretty reasonable for that number of payment, but for this to work, I do need a pretty good shovel. And I believe that this Efficiency 5 Mending and Unbreaking Silk Touch Iron Shovel will do. Oh, actually, since we are passing by the stores district, I wanted to quickly show some people around. The changes that have been happening around the stores district. So Wolf is finally building his little restaurant there. Nice little road towards the restaurant. I like this. Erebus is building a central plaza / park over here. Robo finally opened up his wood store right next to Erebus's store. Look at this. Property of Britblock Incorporated. Nice. Oh, this looks neat. I like this. It's pretty much the same style as Erebus's house, which is pretty cool. But also another store, new store from a new player has opened, and that is this XP shop. Look at this. This is really cool. XP shop manual. 9 bottles of enchanting for 1 diamond, or 64 diamonds. 64 bottles of enchanting for 6 diamonds. Yeah, so he has a little bit of stock here and also some stock over here. Nice, very, very cool. Yeah, I do have a, what is it called? I have Travis, and I do need to start trading with him to save up on some bottles of enchanting, because technically speaking, bottles of enchanting and XP bottles will become very useful. What the hell? I don't know why, but my shaders made it look like there was diamonds there. Anyways, as I was saying, having some XP bottles around you is very useful in case you die and you need to teleport somewhere. But yeah, I should start investing into some XP bottles, at least from Travis, and stop using my diamonds. By the way, this is... Holy crap, what has been happening here? This is a massive dock that is currently being built by Godfather. Oh boy, there are so many mobs here. Why are there so many mobs here? But yeah, this is... it's difficult to navigate here. This is a massive dock that is currently being built by Godfather with this nice looking crane. And I was told by Erebus that there should be a gravel mountain somewhere around this area. That's why I came here. I came here to collect gravel. This is gravel? Oh, this is gravel. Oh, sweet, sweet, sweet. Although one thing I do need to do is kind of save myself from all these mobs. This is all gravel. Oh, crap. I can only imagine what would happen if I were to press one block. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to sleep. Okay. I know a lot of people probably want me to press the block or a block or something. Since I do have an elect after all, I should be safe. So, how about we do this? Oh, that was very anticlimactic. Probably, oh yeah, because there's still some stones underneath. I'm just gonna wait for these mobs to die so I can go down and mine stuff. I mean, collect stuff, because it's not really mining, I'm just collecting gravel. Alright, my shovel's on the verge of dying and I don't even have enough. Perfect. You know what? Let me set home here. As Gravel Mountain. And I'm just going to teleport back to my house. Repair the shovel. Get some experience. First of all, teleport to my house. Get some experience. Repair the shovel. And I'll be right back. To some extent, this is pretty satisfying to do, not gonna lie. And I believe, yep, these are all this is all the gravel that I could get. Sweet. Okay. Now we just need to find the desert and do pretty much the same exact thing. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There we go. A whole chest full of sand. Now we're just gonna go back to the storage district, deliver, and the diamonds are finally mine. There we go. Everything has been delivered. It is in this chest. I should probably put a sign. And chest of gravel from DaviDustin. There we go. There it is. There it is. In case you wanted, it's right there. Now, we can finally go and proudly collect our well-earned diamonds. Sweet feeling of diamonds. You know what? This gives me quite the idea. Since this was so much easier than having to sell stuff, how about I sell myself? I mean, not... How about I sell my services to some people? Because I'm pretty sure people do need some help with building stuff. And... I don't know, collecting items, building stuff, etc. Clearing mountains, doing landscaping, terraforming, etc. I feel like I could be of real help to some people. So I think that this would be a pretty good idea to create another store of DaviDustin and his services. I'm actually gonna have to think about it for the next episode. If you guys think that this is a good idea, comment down below and let me know if I should make that store where I can just sell my own services to people, whether it is terraforming, building, or any other weird shenanigans. But yes, let me know down in the comments if this is a good idea or not. Oh, hello there. or not. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.